What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out an affordable robot vacuum that's packed with features that you don't typically see in this price range. So what we have here today, it's called the Lefant M5 Pro. Now before we go any further, I also want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Lefant and there will be some links available in the video's description so you can check out this robot vacuum. Okay, so one of the most exciting features for this robot vacuum, and typically a feature that you don't find at this price range, is definitely the roller mop that we have at the bottom here. So this is a 20 centimeter long roller mop, which is about 2 centimeters longer than what you typically find on other robot vacuums available on the market. Talking about the roller mop, you do get a replacement roller mop in the box. There is also a replacement filter, a replacement side brush, and a replacement dust bag for the base station. The base station that's kind of behind me there. I'm not sure how well you can see that. So what happens as the robot vacuum goes over your floors? So as the roller mop spins, there are actually 16 holes that get this wet and scraped constantly. So as it spins, this gets wet and scraped. So all the dirt that you may have on the floor, so if you have any coffee spills, ketchup, or basically anything that you spill on the floor, ends up inside the robot vacuum here, because this picks up the dirt and then as it spins it actually gets cleaned, so the dirt is not going to be spread throughout your floors. This also puts pressure onto the floor, so as the robot goes on your floors, this actually pushes on the floor while it spins. I'm not sure how well I was able to capture that on camera, but you can basically see how the roller mop constantly spins. So your floors are going to be spotless every time because all the dirt actually stays inside the robot vacuum. It doesn't get spread throughout your floors. Just in case you're wondering, the robot vacuum also has sensors and it will sense when it goes over carpets. And once it gets over carpets, it will actually lift up the roller mop 8 millimeters. So basically to lift up the roller mop so it doesn't get the carpets wet. So very important, because with some robot vacuums that I've tried in the past, they don't have that feature and they do get carpets wet. Well, that is not the case with this one. And since we are talking about carpets, we might as well talk about the vacuuming performance, because that is also a very important factor for a robot vacuum. So the M5 Pro here has a suction power of 18,000 pascals. So it doesn't really matter what kind of a surface it goes over, if it goes over carpets or hard floors. It can basically pick up anything from thick carpets or from bare floors. It doesn't matter what kind of a surface it goes over. And that is also combined with this roller brush that we have at the bottom here. The V-shaped turbo roller brush here is specifically designed to kind of stir the dirt from carpets or anything like that, and then it can be sucked by the powerful suction that we have from the robot vacuum. This is also designed so it doesn't catch hair. So basically if the hair goes onto the roller brush, it will end up inside the robot vacuum here. So at the top here, let me see if I can remove this with one hand. So at the top here we have our dust bin. This also has a filter. So every so often you may want to clean that filter, but this you're not gonna have to clean yourself, because the robot vacuum actually goes back to the base station and it will empty itself out in the base station. So the base station actually has a large dust bag in there, so you're not gonna have to clean that very often. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a replacement dust bag that comes in the box. The dust bag inside the base station has a 3.2 liter capacity, and according to the manufacturer, it will last for about 120 days. But as I always say, it really depends on your house, how much dirt there is, and so on. For certain houses, it could be even longer than that, but if you have like pets and a bunch of other, dirt around, it may last less than that. The base station also washes the roller mop here with hot water. If I remember correctly, it's 75 degrees hot water, which is great because it will be able to clean that roller mop really well from grease or anything like that. The base station can also take cleaning solution. There is a cleaning solution bottle that comes in the box as well. And basically at the top of the base station we have the two water tanks. One for clean water, which will fill up with clean water, and one for dirty water. So basically all the dirty water that the robot vacuum collects when it goes on a cleaning cycle will end up inside the base station in that tank, and you will have to empty that every so often. You will be surprised to see how dirty that water is when you check out that dirty water tank for the base station. Even though the M5 Pro here is quite small for a robot vacuum and also quite thin, this has a height of 10 centimeters, so it can easily go under a lot of furniture. In my case here, it can go under the couch, it can go under the coffee table, it can basically go anywhere in the house here. Even though it is this small and this thin, it is packed with sensors. So first of all, we have a 360-degree LiDAR sensor, and we also have obstacle avoidance sensors. This is the new upgraded 2.0 smart obstacle avoidance system. So the robot vacuum will map out your entire house. It knows exactly where it is at all times. It also knows how to go back to the base station to wash the mop, to empty the dustbin. So whenever it's done a cleaning cycle, of course, it will go back to the base station, it will wash the mop, and then it will dry the mop. But it also has great obstacle avoidance. So if you leave something on the floor, the vacuum will basically go around anything that you leave on the floor. If you have a lot of chairs or anything like that, the vacuum knows how to go all around that without actually bumping and crashing into everything that you have around the house. So considering how small and how affordable this robot vacuum is, it does really good for obstacle avoidance as well. The Lefant app also works great, and it basically allows you to customize anything about the robot vacuum. This also supports dual band Wi-Fi, so it doesn't matter what kind of a Wi-Fi network you have at home, it will basically work with any Wi-Fi networks that you have at home. And basically from the app there, everything is customizable. You can send the vacuum to clean only a room or a certain area. You can set schedules. You can set how wet the roller mop here will be, or how much suction power the robot vacuum is using. You can even set the drying time of the mop in the base station. So everything is very customizable from the Lefant app. And of course, you can also see the map there, see exactly where the robot vacuum is at all times. But the robot vacuum knows how to do everything by itself. So to quickly conclude this video, taking in consideration the price of this robot vacuum, the value that it offers, it's pretty much unbeatable. I don't know if there is anything else available on the market that offers this great value as this robot here. The mopping from the roller mop here is really good, so it's gonna keep your floors nice and clean. The vacuuming performance is really good. The obstacle avoidance and the LiDAR navigation also works really good. And the base station will also wash, dry the mop. So this does offer an insane value for its price. As I said at the beginning of the video, there will be a link or more links in the video description so you can check this out. Thanks Lefant for sponsoring this video. If you guys have any questions about this robot vacuum, definitely leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer whatever questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.